What is up, guys? I'm Hubsmash, and Symmetra has been changed, so let's talk about it. Last night, the new and improved Symmetra entered the PTR, and after hearing what her abilities were from Jeff Kaplan, I felt like they sounded pretty damn strong, and while it's still early, and I haven't been able to try competitive, I do feel like she's going to be a defensively oriented hero, and her shields generators definitely going to give her team a ton of survivability when on attack. But that combined with her Photon Barrier might make her a viable pick on attack now. I'll have to play with her a lot more to get a more concrete opinion either way, but I definitely welcome the changes and the new Symmetra. I think she's definitely not a first point only hero now, to say the least. So let's go over her abilities and how she's been changed. So the first thing is she's got a new ability. It's called the Photon Barrier, and it replaces the existing Photon Shield ability, which is her E ability. So instead of being able to pass or give out shields to each individual teammate, what this does is this generates a big barrier, very similar to Reinhardt's barrier, and it projects out in front of Symmetra and then travels along a straight path. It blocks enemy fire as it travels forward. It interacts with the environment the same way that a Reinhardt shield would as well. So it kind of like the fire strike will go through it, and other Symmetra orbs will go through it, that kind of thing. Your teammates can fire through it, but enemies can't fire into it, that kind of thing. It's a pretty interesting thing. It's got a pretty low cooldown, and I think it's 8 seconds or so. And it's a pretty good ability, so I'm interested to see how that's used going forward. It does move pretty quick. It moves at about run speed. So her new ultimate as well, though, is Shield Generator, and Symmetra's ultimate basically now allows you to offer a choice between her teleporter and the Shield Generator. So you just hit Q, and then you hit Q again to toggle between the two. The Shield Generator basically puts down a Shield Generator. It looks a lot like the teleporter, but it has a little kind of glowy orb in it, and it grants additional shields, which is 75 shields to any ally within the effective radius, regardless of barriers or anything in between. It doesn't need line of sight. I don't know how far the generator is yet, like how far it projects out barriers. And I believe what it does is it projects the barrier onto the hero. If the generator is destroyed, I think the shields stay on the heroes until they die, but I don't know 100% on that. So if somebody knows, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it very much. Then she's got her Photon Projector, which is just her left click, and it's been increased from 5 meters to 7 meters, so this should help her just be still at close range, but a little bit further out, just give her a bit more, I guess, flexibility with the way that she uses her primary attack. With her sentry turrets, they've made a pretty interesting change as well, so they've reduced the cooldown on the generation of these turrets, but you used to start with 3 turrets, and then it would start, and you could only have the max of 3 turrets, sorry. And basically then the cooldown would go every time you used one, and it would generate another one, but it could only go to 3. Now it goes to 6, so you can basically start the match and immediately place 6 turrets. If you wait another 60 seconds, you'll have another 6 turrets. So you can just keep placing turrets every 10 seconds. You can still only have 6 turrets up in the world, but this makes it really good for her to kind of start the map off without having to worry about getting the shields on all the people, getting the turrets up, waiting for the turret cooldown. It's a lot less annoying. It also allows her to use her turrets in a kind of an offensive way as well, because she's going to come into the point, or you'll start moving towards the point, and sometimes you'll get into those kind of stalemates where you're near the point, but you're not quite on it, and you're fighting with the defenders near the point, and maybe you want to block off your flank, so you'll throw your turrets up there, that kind of thing. I could see it used like that on attack. And then her teleporter, it's basically they've changed the way that her teleporter has its health. So instead, it used to have 200 health, now it has 50 health, but instead of having, they've added 350 shields. So now it has essentially double the hit points it used to have, but the shield regenerates, right? So if somebody comes in and they don't destroy the teleporter outright, the shields are going to regenerate, and it's going to have a minimum of 351 health, right? So basically, it's a lot more, it has more staying power. And I think that's basically it. That covers all of her changes. I'm really interested to see how she does. I think she sounds very powerful. I've played her, and she feels pretty powerful. I haven't got a chance, like I said, to play competitive, so it's hard to say for sure, but I'm interested to see where this goes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. If you like this video, click that like button and consider subscribing for more Overwatch stuff. Thanks again, guys, and take care.